All right, welcome back to another video. We are heading down to the river to do some mudlarking. Low tide is in about 30 minutes and the temperatures are finally above freezing. We got the sun out today, so the thaw is upon us. So stay tuned for some finds and hopefully we can get into some metal detecting in a few months, a few weeks maybe, but let's see. Here we go. All right, that entrance way to get down to the river was just fully iced over, which is interesting because I was able to access it last week when it was colder, but maybe since it's been melting, it's been freezing, and then yeah, so I wasn't able to get down. So we're gonna try a different way to get down, so stay tuned for hopefully a video. All right, first thing worth filming. It's not complete, but oh, it's embossing. I thought it was older, broken, relatively new. I find a lot of this stuff. I don't think it's slag. I don't know if it's coal, but yeah, it's everywhere. But let's just see what this is while we're here. Nothing, but yeah, if anybody knows what this is, can tell me exactly what this is. If it's coal, charcoal, slag, very shiny and black, and it's everywhere. Something industrial, I'm guessing. All right, got our first spark plug of the day. Not much going on. The tide for some reason isn't as low as I thought it would be. Apologies for that airplane. A pretty cool airplane, but yeah, we're gonna backtrack and go back to where we came in and head back the other way in a minute. All right, I think I see some jadeite, some green milk glass piece. Oh, there we go. Yeah, indeed we do. We'll take that. Always like finding jadeite. Not sure what material this is. It almost feels like melted plastic, but here's a nice color. We'll take this. I like this color. Not much to speak of yet, but if I ever need bricks, I know where to go. So yeah, see what else. All right, we got some safety wire glass. Piece of glass with wire in it for fire, better for fire resistance. We'll take it. All right, I was losing hope. About to turn back around, almost done. I don't know if this is a marble, but just in case it is not. Oh, it is a vase filler. All right, we'll take that at least. All right, look at that piece of pottery. Looks like it has a rose on it. We'll take that, very nice. All right, that piece right there, I don't know if it's bonfire glass or if it's a kick-up. I don't know what that is. It's glass. I think it's just melted glass that broke and shaped like this. We'll leave this. All right, what is this? Oh, it's another base to a cup. We'll take that. Pretty cool. Little base foot to a cup. All right, I just picked this piece up. I think it's glass. This might be one of the coolest pieces of glass I found in a while. Yeah, let me take some pictures and see. It's a pretty cool piece. Roma Wines. Maybe we'll take that. It's a little sharp. We're gonna leave that. It's too sharp. But nice bottom to a wine. Wrong stopper material. I find a lot of stoppers that are glass, that are not glass. They're either rubber, metal, or stuff. But we're looking for glass stoppers. Keep on going. Now that looks good, huh? Yeah, look at that stuff. Beautiful. We're gonna avoid this little spot here. Keep on going. Found two pieces pretty close together that look like they go together. So it makes sense. We'll see if we can figure out what it says later on. All right, picked up a piece of pottery, flipped it over. Got some flowers and roses, it looks like, on it. Always like one of those. All right, we got a little bottle. Is it gonna be whole? Oh, it's whole, and it has little handles. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, it's got a little chip maybe. I don't think it's terribly old, but I like that with the handles. So we'll clean it up and just see what it looks like. All right, I got it cleaned up a little bit. It looks like it says the Kraken. So we'll do a little research and see what comes back. I don't think it's terribly old, but pretty cool. Picked this bottleneck up and it has like a metal cap still in it. So we'll try and ID this. I see a G, a O, a A maybe, a E, a S. I don't think it's terribly old because it has that R trademark on it, but pretty cool, and I just want to know what it is, so we'll take it. All right, this is actually a second hunt. I didn't film an intro to it because I didn't really find much the first one. And I was literally heading out, about to walk out. And I think we finally got a marble somewhere over there. But yeah, we didn't find one the first time, and I thought we were gonna go 0 for 2. We did find 16 over 3 times, so we can't complain. But boom. Oh, that's gonna clean up nice. All right, we didn't get skunked 2 in a row. Nice. All right, so there was no ice here the other day. So I think all the ice from the Hudson pushed in and settled here. So this might be a quick little session here, but we should have some finds from the last couple trips for a video. All right, not sure if there's gonna be much to film this trip, so I found this piece. But yeah, trash. I'm in a mezzanine. Who knows? Let's just see what else we see. We got a bottom of a bottle here. Yeah, so we're moving along, but there's a lot of ice, and low tide's not for a while. Like this right here was not here the other day. And I mean, this thing is ginormous. So yeah, we're moving along still, but yeah, this was all not here before. All right, I'm hoping this is the Roma wines. I did some more research. There you go. Roma wines, okay. I believe this is older than I thought. I think it's from I think they went out of business or were bought out in the 70s maybe. So we'll do some more research, but yeah, I'm gonna take this home now that I know it's a little older than I first thought. All right, we got an interesting shape. This thing is heavy. Is it a doorknob? This might be a doorknob. We're gonna leave this because this is heavy. No writing or anything on it. All right, we're gonna leave that. All right, we're on the home stretch here. Red is usually plastic. Let's see. Oh, this is glass. Wow. It's got a little, wow, this is glass. Maybe a little amberina in there, but yeah, nice red piece. We'll take that. Nice piece of pottery, crockery with a flower. Almost looks like a sunflower on it. We'll take it. All right, welcome back to another video here. This is probably going to be a relatively short wrap-up. I'm doing it inside, as you can see and probably hear. The weather has been warming up finally. I think we were in the mid to high 40s today, but the porch balcony where I like to do my wrap-ups, it's all wet from the dripping, melting snow. But that's neither here nor there. On to the wrap-up. This was about 2 or 3 trips down to the river, between the thawing of the ice and then like you saw in the previous clips, I guess the ice broke up and then icebergs literally washed up on shore and covered a lot of the shoreline. But hopefully as things melt and finally go away, the ground and stuff will start to open up and hopefully get some metal detecting in. But I said this was going to be quick, so let's just get to the wrap-up. Nothing too crazy. Start on the left side with the pottery. We got some nice pieces with flowers. Nice rose. Looks like a sunflower. Then maybe another yellow rose, maybe. I'm not sure. Spark plug. And then these 2 pieces, wasn't able to identify it just yet. Okay, looks like it says 4, maybe living. But yeah, I'll post some groups on Facebook, and then we'll see if we can get some answers. We got this piece. I'm not sure if it's jadeite. I think it's jadeite, which is just green opaque milk glass. I think this is either white milk glass or maybe opalite, but it's definitely white milk glass. Just a cool little greenish, bluish color. And I find a bunch of this color. I'm not sure what exactly color, what blue you'd call it, but yeah, really cool pieces there. And we got 2 pink purple pieces. They were once clear, but the UV light from the sun mixed with, reacts with the manganese in the glass, and over, I think I've read it was 100+ years, it starts to turn the glass this pink purple lavender color. Always like to find that. I did go back for this Roma wines piece because after doing a little research, excuse me, it is a company that was formed in the late 1800s in, I believe, Lodi, California, and then was sold in the late 60s, early 70s. So yeah, it fits with the timeline of most things that I find between the 20s and the 40s, I want to say, most things I find. And here's another champagne wine glass base, much smaller than the other one. And then we got a piece of safety wire glass. You can see it has a piece of metal wire in there, and that was used, it was better for fire resistant. I think it would help maybe keep it together from the heat without it shattering as quickly with regular glass. Then we got this cool yellow piece, which I think is glass. It is clear. Yeah, really interesting piece of like yellow, almost yellow milk glass. Got a vase filler. Nice tumbled one, actually. And then the 2 finds of the day, or not the day, sorry, 2 finds of the trips, plural. Nice marble, it is kind of warped. There is a swirl there, but hard to see. And then the find of the day, red is usually plastic, but when you do find red, it's usually from a tail light or a car light. And I'll maybe put a picture previous, maybe you would have seen a picture, maybe you'll see it after this, but yeah, I'll put a picture of a similar light that you can buy on eBay, similar color and shape, but yeah, it always has a little bit of that yellow, what they call amberina color right there at the top. So yeah, there you can see it right there, that red, orange, yellow color. Yeah, so really cool piece, really cool texture, very happy with this. So yeah, as always, when you're out there, pick up some trash. Check the link down below for my Etsy shop. Some of these things will end up there. This will definitely end up there. Spark plugs are always there. These pieces will end up there. But yeah, check out the Etsy link down below for my Etsy shop. And please like, comment, subscribe. I gotta remember to do that. And as always, thanks for watching. Beep, beep.